Yo guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome everybody. Today is a very special day. Why is today such a special day? Now, some of you may argue because it's Sunday. Some of you may argue because it's a backtesting day, but today we're gonna be giving away one free ForexTester month. So it's gonna be really interesting. Good morning, Ahmed. Good morning, Raz. Good morning, good evening, everyone. Today we got a nice can of Monster with us today. I'm currently setting up ForexTester so we can start backtesting. Yeah, it's gonna be a really interesting day. We have a lot to cover, right? We have a lot to cover. Let me give you guys the sauce. So if I'm not mistaken, we left off at 12th of June. But first of all, how are you guys? How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Gymshark and ForexTester. Oh yeah, this not Gymshark though. I wish. Only ForexTester. Oh, but before we get started, right? I hope you guys are all doing good. It's a little hot here. That's why I have a tank top. I'm probably gonna be sweating a ton in this session. But yeah, Rush, good morning. Yeah, without further ado, I'm not starting until one of you says that they're fine. I want to hear you say it. Come on, let's go. It's a fine ass day. Today we're gonna be backtesting. We're gonna be giving away a code. So just a quick instruction: if you do find the code, make sure to DM me on Discord. It's not a code you can just input. Okay, make sure to DM me on Discord and I will set you up with that free month. Okay, so yeah. Hey, I'm glad, Rush. I'm glad. Let me get yeah, okay, everything is set up. Now I hope you guys are ready because we are about to begin. So currently on interesting. So on the 15-minute we are bullish. On the 4-hour we are mega bullish. Yup, we are mega bullish. So we see this is a higher time frame swing point. Right, the higher time frame swing point came into what? That previous SNDR, right? The SNDR that was responsible for the break of the high. Okay, so we know that we may still be bullish, right? And yeah, that's about it. We are bullish. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we had 3 swings and then we broke structure to the downside. We made this bigger swing. And this is a higher time frame swing now. We can expect a retracement back into the 30, 50, and 70 of that swing. So we have that SNDR over there. This could be a good area for us to eventually trade away from, going back to the lower, going to the lower time frames. Let me see what we have. So we have, let me count my swings. So we have 1, we have 2 swings, and we have, I would like to say that we have 3, so let's make this 3. I have 3 swings on this time frame. Now the time is 6 o'clock, so let me just go to the New York session. Okay, so this is the New York session now. What do we expect in this PA? Come on guys, let's get this started, right? What do we expect in this PA? Let's, okay, new highs is good. Okay, yeah, of course we are at all-time highs at the moment, up but retracement first. Yeah, okay, we are expecting a retracement here. So you guys want a retracement, right? Okay, cool. Let me go to the 5-minute. Yeah, on the 5-minute, nothing but damn. We had news here. We had CPI, of course, CPI. With that, usually the candle of the CPI gets swept. Now, if price continues to go bullish, obviously I'm not expecting a retracement. Well, we are at all-time highs, right? And what I mean with bullish is just, you know. So let's if all-time high, I won't wait for a retracement yet. Yeah, for all-time highs, it's a bit sketchy, right? It's a bit sketchy, but it's still doable. Data low, easy target. Okay, yeah, of course. I'm also looking at that low for a potential target. Let me do 120. So currently, the market opened up. We have that 30, 50, and 7. Sorry, just the 50 I'm looking at here. Of that imbalance. Could give a potential rejection. Data low. Yeah, it is an easy target, yeah. Okay, currently we are going higher. We have closed up above that high. Of course, with that closure up above, there is an SNDR just below it, right? So essentially, now down. Okay. Let me get a better 50. Is there a better 50 for? I don't think so, right? Let me just mark it with. Okay, yeah. In terms of swings, we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we have this cluster of swings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now this that doesn't belong to structure at all. So this could be an entry you could take. I would wait for a break. It protected low. It may go higher and higher. Okay. Yeah, of course. With yeah, just for reference, this is June 12th, 2024. Right? This is June 12th. Why is this not aligning? Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. Of course. Okay. Now we're going higher. This is 1 minute time frame. Currently observing PA. Nothing but higher highs and higher lows are being put in. A little tiny retracement. This would be the second swing on this tiny time frame. Possibly the third swing being created. Okay, so on the lower time frame, we know that, you know, on the 1 minute, sub 1 minute candlestick, we have 1, 2, 3 swings. So we can expect a breakdown, right? We can expect that. So let's wait for price, right? Still going higher. As you know, this was 2024 where we were pushing all-time highs. Yo, good morning, don't blink. Welcome to the live stream. So much for data lows. hey, can't have them all. Can't have them all. Let me see the 5 minute. Okay, so on the 5 minute, we can clearly see we have just made a higher time frame pullback. So this is kind of the first higher time frame pullback. There was no confirmation anyways. Yeah, if you were shorting here, good luck. Look at this. So imagine shorting there. You have nothing but the green candles, and then just shorting. For what? All-time highs? You want to make some money? Like, nah, come on now. We're better than that. Come on now. Yeah, we're gonna wait for confirmation for a potential short, okay? If shorts, I would like to see a protected low being broken. So we did flip up above this high now. Still in that little range. So this range could turn in MM. We have 2 taps on it. I know I said, yeah, I like to see that first tap. I do see a high possibility of this turning into an MM. Too late for shorts. Either 930 sends it down or nothing. 930 sent us up. 930 sent us way higher. Notice the sweep, which swept the second swing, gets swept. Ooh, those are some words. Okay, I noticed the sweep, which sweeps the second swing, gets swept. So swing that sweeps the second swing. That's a lot of words. A second swing gets invalidated, will get invalidated again. Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, okay. You got us. You got us. Yeah, so I would like to see for price to come up above that high. Now when? That's a good question. Yeah, I do see this becoming an MM. Totally. This can become an MM. So the POI that you have down below could be the imbalance or the SNDR. Now you can choose. Oh, the second swing downwards. Okay, yeah. I would definitely not see this as a potential breakup structure. Now this is all-time highs, and with these, I would like to see at least intermediate structure get broken, right? This would be more so candlestick structure, and intermediate structure is what's forming right now, right? This whole swing that we're in, this is intermediate structure, and you know, these swings that we were counting, this is intermediate. But if you just look on the 1 minute, this is just a fractal on the 5 minute. Okay. At all-time highs, I don't like to short like this, especially if I were to short from this SNDR. If I was counting that low, I would get cooked. You see, I would get cooked. Yeah, the 50 was tap, and then we traded lower. Cheers to that. Oh, how did you like the videos, guys, from yesterday? Let me see if we can get another tap of the 50. Okay, good. Okay. So yeah, with these MMs, right? You can usually, especially where we are right now, right? You can usually just take the 50. It was good. Hey, I love it. I love the feedback. Thank you, guys. I did a little bit more editing this time around. But yeah, nothing but ranging. We can go into like what the candlesticks are doing. Yo, Rush, make sure to watch it. It's a good video. I'm not gonna go as far as to actually give you what each individual candle represents, like in terms of candlestick structure, but because we are backtesting the SNDR model, and the SNDR model doesn't care what the candlestick structure is doing, right? That's why you may see me go through price a little bit quicker than, you know, I planned to. I was out all day. Hey, cheers to that. Cheers to that. You know, gotta stay active. Gotta stay active. I was backtesting just right before this this session, as a matter of fact. So as I said, the 50, okay, I haven't taken the trade, but that was essentially what I was looking for, right? This is what we're looking for. Exactly, right? Oh my god, the orders. I hope the headphone users weren't hold on, let me change that. Let me volume. Yeah, that, bro, finding any reason to cheers. Hey yo, Rust, cheers to that. Oh, we got a winner on MM. Okay. Yeah, but essentially, look, see how perfect this MM is. You got this high and this low. This is the swing high and low. Yeah, long in at all-time highs, even though it may seem unprofitable, it's probably more profitable than finding shorts. Now, for me personally, I love to short. It's just, hey, let's go, baby. But me personally, I love shorting. I love shorting. That's what I do, right? I'm a biased guy, as we are, right? We are, you know, biased. But I do prefer shorting, so that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I do find longs as well. Much rather shorts. But that was a nice trade. So I would be looking for a sweep and then go higher, maybe take the high. We do have an unmitigated last up move here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, it is unmitigated, but yeah, I think it's a good target. Hey, let's go, baby. This I would like to see the sweep of it first, if and possibly the S&DR. Ooh, okay. That candle, that's FOMC. Yeah. With FOMC, I have found that you can sometimes do this. Okay. In my own backtesting, you will see trades that are, 284 ticks or something, right? You will see that, but still, on the lower time frame, what happened, right? What happened? Let's observe. After that sweep, we came into that imbalance, tapped it, and traded back into the range. Right? That's exactly what the MMs do. But yeah, that's FOMC. Do you guys want to see what the FOMC does, or should we go to the next day? But we could still find a short here. Look, I can't make this up. I love shorting all-time highs to the tick, baby, to the tick. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, a lot of, well, what's happening to structure was actually really interesting. We had this high here, which we obviously wicked up above, and then we closed. What happened then? If we put a box here, look at this. Yeah, I know this may seem a little strange at first. Like, why am I marking out this down move if it's already been mitigated? Look, after that closure, came into the 50% and traded higher. But yeah, that origin trade, damn. Let me just mark out that high, right? This is some consolidation. Now, why is there consolidation? Let me go to the... Okay, so we are way up above that high. Interesting. Okay. I would like to see some sideways movement, possibly even some downwards. What would you guys like to see? Come on. Possibly creating the S&DR. Okay, now the S&DR is created. Of course, no closure on the 15 or the 5 minute, only on the 1 minute. Now you can't take this. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you can't, right? It's just not in my time window at all. Big up move and then bearish. I want to see, yeah, exactly. And it's already too late if I wanted to long this. This would be the third. Oh no, it wouldn't be the third swing. Let me see. Just judging by the swing count on the higher time frame. Okay, so this was a part of 15-minute structure. In 15 minutes, we have 1, 2, 2 swings. This is not valid. 3, 4. Yeah, this is the 5th swing. So I'm not gonna be expecting any major things coming from that alone. Any major moves, sorry, on the 5 minute. Yeah, definitely not. This is the 5th swing. I'm not looking for anything. So let's go to the next day, shall we? I hope you guys are following along. Okay, so what happened was, oh, look at this. Interesting, right? Interesting. We came for the low, right? The low is all the way down here. Yeah, the zone got absolutely liquidated, being the 5th swing that it was. And we tapped. Did we tap it? We didn't tap the S&DR. But that would be a good zone to trade out of, right? The S&DR. This becomes now the higher time frame swing, right? Whenever you have this is not yeah, it is breakup structure on the lower time frame, on the 1 minute, of course with no closure. But whenever you have this and price goes and trades higher, this is now the higher time frame swing, not this, right? That breakup structure just instigates that, yeah, okay, right, we are maybe in a higher time frame swing. So the current higher higher time frame swing, let me just mark it correctly. ICT calls this double yeah, okay. And the zone that becomes the high probability zones for longs now. Yeah, we could see the tap of the 50. Where is the protected low? Currently on the 15 minute. Just because we wicked up above that high, this is not a protected low, this is a weak low. The protected low is all the way here. Let me see the hourly. Yeah, definitely. The 15-minute protected low is here at 19,433. Down here. Let me... Hold on, guys. Let me just check something. If you have any questions regarding this PA, just let me know. I just wanna check something real quick. Okay, perfect. Yeah, the 5-minute did close up above, making this the protected low, but the 15-minute isn't, right? And we are expecting a trade back into this range. Now, where could we see? Yeah, that low definitely is my target, since we wicked up so hard. Yeah, that low definitely is my target. Overall, I don't see an MM here. Okay, yeah, perfect. There is a small fractal we could pay attention to. Yeah, it's really small though. I would rather see the zone down below as the SNDR. So this, right? This would be the SNDR. Much rather than this. So let's play price. On the 1 minute, the protected low is, well, fortunately and unfortunately this. So whenever you see a trade down below, you could see for a rejection higher to the 50% and then trade lower. Yo, Roro, welcome. We are currently trading up above this MM high. So you could see a trade into the other direction. You see, back into the range, right? Bro, have you lost weight? I did lose weight, sorry. But yeah, the MM the MM delivered beautifully. I'm not looking for MMs though. Should I do, guys, would you like to see like both SNDR and MMs? First thing I noticed, it's a good thing though, because I am on a cut. So the SNDR is over here. This is the zone responsible for the breakup structure over here. Yes. Okay, so let's do both. Zone with MM above them, I like them. Zone above the MM. Zone with MM above them. Yeah, perfect, yeah. So I could see a short here, definitely. This is a good short for me. Let me set an order here, open limit order. When you're live trading, you only look for SNDRs though. Yeah, I am. Just for your guys' sake, I've backtested both. I don't have a problem with doing both, you know, in terms of narrative. It's just what you guys want to see more. It's just that. But if we look, yeah, this SNDR did deliver. Look at this. Look at this. So we have a little doji up here. A little doji. Then on candlestick structure, it pushed up above, delivered that 1-to-1, and then traded lower. Interesting. But overall, I'm looking for that zone down below for a potential long. So currently we are pushing higher, possibly into that previous swing or that double top, whatever you want to call it, making, you know, swings as we go higher. Okay, perfect. But yeah, welcome everybody. I see we have 11 people here, but yeah, welcome. Currently backtesting NQ. Ooh, this is a good zone. This is a good zone. I know it's a fractal, but just look at this. Look at how many taps we have here. It's a good zone, especially with a POI up above, especially then. I know it's a fact. It's a lower time frame MM. I just want to see what happens, right? What happens when we do end up sweeping it. Interesting. A trade back into the range. And then with the second sweep, we come up above it and then we sweep the leg of the second one, sorry. So first sweep sweeps the fractal on the lower time frame, right? Second time frame, smash the like button. Hey, I love it. So the first sweep comes up above, trades back into the range, right? This is on a lower time frame. We already discussed that. And then the second sweep, what usually happens, right? It sweeps that first high, and then comes for the low that it made, right? That high, exactly, perfect. And you know, with Dave, usually this is what he usually means, right? This is what he usually means on the lives when he's doing the TDAs for you guys. I've seen that he's usually like marking these moves, like where they're gonna come from. It's usually around an MM. And the sweep and the double sweep, that's exactly what it is. And he can come out and say that it's not, if it's not, but that's just what I noticed, right? So let me see where we are currently. We are at that 50, so shorts here are definitely a little bit dangerous. But are we taking shorts? Let's go, baby. Yeah, the recent ones. If you're watching the market analysis, it is essentially yeah. Are you saying we expect to reverse the trend right now? Not. That 50, yeah, it's a good indication, but we have two swings in the lower time frame. But maybe though, yeah. Yo, Vegan Pies, welcome to the live stream. Cheers. Benny, yo! Everyone's here. Let's go, baby. So we have this SNDR here. That could possibly give a rejection. But most of his live calls do revolve around these MMs. Trading lower, tapping the 50, right? We are expecting a rejection back to the 1-to-1. It doesn't mean that we can't take a counter trend short here. And just like that, bang. Bang. Just like that. I mean it's really interesting. I am expecting. Is your RR always 1? Yeah, Deji, it is always 1, but you can experiment, you know, with these SNDRs. If you are on the right side of the market, you can easily get 2. 1.5. 1.5 is a guaranteed almost. Just yo, Danny, welcome. It does just come down to, are you trading with the trend? Are you trading against the trend? Right? That's all what it comes down to. When these SNDRs do play out, they either play out for a perfect 1-to-1, like we've seen here, which was a counter trend move, or they play out for multiple R. Right? So yeah, just for a reference, well, not for reference, for a reminder, we are giving away a code today, a 1 month free Forex tester. So make sure your eyes are peeled. This is going to be a 3-hour long session, so it may not be in the next 30 minutes. Okay, so this is seriously against trend. When we are looking at the current market, and this is our higher time frame zone, the 50%. What do we expect at the 50%, right? We expect a tap and a 1-to-1 delivery. Now, is that gonna happen? Maybe, right? Maybe it's gonna tap the 50%, but it goes all boils down to your narrative. What is your narrative? Is price going lower for you, or is price going higher for you? Now, the correct narrative here would be to align yourself with the higher time frame tap. Now, the higher time frame tap is more important than the lower time frame trend. Like, the lower time frame trend can get disrespected, right? This can be 2 swings and then it goes and just absolutely obliterates the high. That's exactly what it can do, right? So make sure to align yourself with the higher time frame, and not the lower time frame, right? Don't be too fixated on what the lower time frame is doing. Make sure to also think about the higher time frame. If you took this zone as an SNDR, if you didn't like that one for some reason, maybe because of validation, look at this. Both of them delivered, right? Tap the 50, delivered. Now, how many R is that? Let's just check. So it delivered for 1.45, right? Perfect. I do see, we could see a rejection up here, but overall I am looking for that SNDR too, because this would be delivering that one. Look at this. This is still going higher. Now, the move that's coming out of that 50 is what? A higher time frame move, right? Look at this. This is not the same order flow, right? Look at how this is delivering in terms of what was happening over here. Oh yeah, the monster is kicking in. Currently at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard. Yeah, definitely could see a rejection here. So this would be the second swing. This would be the protected high that we would be shorting, right? Yeah. So let me just put it on a trade. Are we filled? I don't think so, no. I think I drew the zone wrong. Hold on. Yeah, we should have been filled here. Ziga, may I ask why you're always playing the bar replay so fast? Hold on. First of all, I drew the zone wrong. We should have been filled way up here, and it delivered. Why do I keep the bar replay so fast? So I was going over that previously, right? So currently with this, well, the strategy that we're backtesting is the SNDR. And the SNDR doesn't really evolve, or you know, it doesn't care about what the lower time frame is doing. Yeah, it's really nice to know and learn what the lower time frame is doing, but just judging, you know, the move, right? We're looking at the zone. We want to know, we want to get as many reps in as possible. We want to know when the zone delivers and when it doesn't. And when it doesn't, we're gonna go over and check, right? I just want to get as many entries in as possible for you guys, right? That's what I want to do, and that's why I have it so fast. Usually at 120 or 60. Yeah, the 60, it's gonna take a long time. We're gonna be here for a long time if I'm gonna do, you know, less than that. But it just sucks because we had that order. It doesn't matter. We still have that that SNDR up above, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah. To get through more PA as possible, he's looking for is the SNDR to build confidence in the setup. I want you guys to build confidence, right? If you're gonna see this deliver over and over again, how do you validate an SNDR for a possible entry? Doesn't matter if the SNDR was formed in off hours. It does not matter if it was formed on off hours. It definitely is not. A validation is just that it belongs to structure. What do I mean that belongs to structure? It has to either have broken a low or broken a high, right? If the zone has not broken a high or low, it's not an SNDR. An SNDR is zone responsible. Yeah, I know it does. I know it does. Look, for example, here, it only matters that it belongs to structure and it has broken a high or low, right? That it delivered its job and it's unmitigated, and you know, obviously, you take then the 50 for it to deliver. I hope it's clear. Opa. So yeah, what would you guys say about that zone up above this zone? Yeah, so currently, yeah, we do have a lot of MMs here. Look, hold on. This would be the lowest one, right? Oh, and it delivered. Okay, never mind. So it needs to belong to a higher time frame zone, not just some random place. Because technically every SNDR breaks its own zone at some point. That's an interesting point. So I'm just draw it out for you. So it's depends on PA getting into it. A really nice PA. Well, if you were looking at the bullish candle. Oh wait, this is 16 o'clock. Okay, never mind. Hold on. If you're looking at just raw PA, right? This is what it has to look like. It has to have a high and a low, right? This is a swing point. And this swing point has to belong to a time frame, right? It has to be a valid swing point. And then you have that SNDR. That zone is the last swing high and low before we took out the high, right? And this swing point has to belong to a higher time frame, right? Or to a time frame at least, right? It has to be valid. Now, how do we look at validation? Now, if you just look here on the 5 minute, this swing, the second swing, right? This short that we took. Now, why was it valid? You see this bearish candle? This is the absolute low of, well, this is the swing low and this is the swing high. You see the closure up above that bearish candle's high? That validates the zone, right? On the higher time frame. And then on the lower time frame, we found the zone and we, you know, traded. Yeah, but that short was immaculate. So let's go to the next day, shall we? Ooh, already off to a good start. So what did we end up doing? We traded up there, delivered that 1-to-1. You see how SNDRs do deliver more than 1 hour? This delivered 2 hour, for example. 2 hour. But I only take 1 hour because I love me a high win rate. It's better for my mental health, at least, right? After that sweep, boom, back into the range. Perfect. And then we have this series of highs and lows, swings coming down. Okay, perfect. This is the protected high. Let me see if we closed up above. We did. We closed up above that protected high. Now, if I measure the 30, 50, and 70 here, look at this. This was pre-market. This was London coming into New York. We have a high, right? We closed up above that protected high, traded back into the 50% exactly, and then went higher, right? So this would be now our what? Second swing. So this is our second swing, traded up above, put in a body closure, perfect. And just to note, where are we rejecting off of now? Interesting, right? A double bottom and a flip, right? So what can be our target now? Our narrative can say, okay, we're currently in this bottom range. We could get lower, right? We could get lower prices. Did we tap the 50? We didn't, unfortunately. But we are still in that higher time frame swing. So there is a good chance of us taking that first high out and that second high out. Now, Zico, how did you come to that conclusion? We're just tapping into a higher time frame swing and it's all-time highs, which means it can still go much higher. With all-time highs, make sure to not expect any major shorts, right? Can we see the 1 hour? Of course, this is the 1 hour. Is it good? Okay, bet. Polish? I don't know what that means. Let's go to the 1 minute now. We have this SNDR. Bullish, yeah. Okay, bad. We got this SNDR. We do have a closure. The lesson the SNDR you took, I'm confused. Price tapped the 50% of the higher time frame swing and flipped intermediate trend as well before tapping into that SNDR, and he still took it. Okay, perfect question, right? Perfect question. The flip of the intermediate. Oh, you mean that high? Okay. What was our narrative with this 50? With this 50, I'm usually looking for a 1-to-1. That's what I'm looking for. Right, this is what I have price doing. This is my target. This is an unmitigated SNDR. The swing count coming into that zone, if we just go ahead and count it, right, is 1, and then we have 2, and then we have 3, right, and then we have even a 4th one. I don't think we would have been filled here. I don't know the order placement, right? We have at least 3 swings coming into our direction. Now, what do my rules say? What especially do my rules say? My rules say one thing: counter only after 3 swings, right? This is a good counter for me to take. I can't take a continuation anymore, right? This SNDR was valid. Now, why was this SNDR valid? We had 1-2 swings coming lower. So I can take a continuation going lower. Why is this valid? Because we have 1, 2, 3, even 4 swings, right? Even 4 swings. I hope, yeah, counter after 3 swings. That's exactly what it is. After we pushed up above that high, I'm good to counter. So, Rust, I hope you understand. If you don't, look, I can try to do a better job explaining it. But yeah. Okay, it makes more sense now. No worries. Always. I'm always up for questions. So we have this SNDR, but of course it's market open. Okay. I know it does deliver on market open too, right? It's just, imagine that candle not being in your favor. Overall structure when it comes to DTFX, I'm a noob. It doesn't. Hey, if interesting. Too fixated on structure. Try combining structure more with narrative, right? And what do I mean by that? We have an higher time frame narrative. Just try to look at higher time frame narrative. What is that 50 gonna do? Put in a high, but do we usually put in highs or do we usually retrace? Anemic move into the SNDR. Oh yeah, okay. Into the SNDR, it wasn't the best of moves. Yeah, I do understand that. But what I would try to do is try to incorporate more higher time frame. If you know structure, you will definitely know what the market is doing more if you try to incorporate more higher time frame. If I just go into the 15-minute and see, okay, Would that have been a good short? Okay, coming into that area. Okay, let me go to the lower time frame. We are rejecting from that area. Okay, on the 5 minute. Okay, cool. There's 2 swings being created. We have just flipped structure, right? Going to the 1 minute. Okay, let me see how many swings are there, because there's usually a move back into that flip, right? We usually get a move going lower, tapping the 50, the 30, whatever, right? And that's essentially what you're trading, that narrative. And then you obviously have the zone and the entry. I mean, yeah, you can literally have 1,000 reasons as why you should or why you shouldn't, right? But yeah, just I want to come back to this. Now, I know it does deliver on market open too. It's, imagine this candle not being on your side. Imagine it printing all the way down here. Imagine this scenario. It's confusing because we did not take a protected low. Where it's the 1 minute protected low, right? This is the 1 minute. I know. Yeah, I know why it's confusing. We didn't create a lower low. Okay, to the 50% of the double bottom, long with both hands. Okay. I will definitely take a look at that at this now. On the 1 minute, this was a protected low, right? I do consider this a protected low. We did have a series of highs and lows coming up. As we said, every leg has each own swing count. Then we closed down below. Okay, we were all obviously bearish here. We made an unmitigated area. You thought okay, yeah, I would not consider this a double bottom though. Okay, I could see why you there. Yeah, okay, it's in the gray area. It's in the gray area with double bottoms. With double bottoms, I usually love to see them being closer together. But yeah, this failed to put in a new low. But obviously the swing count coming into the area is all that matters. And the higher time frame. Okay, the higher time frame. It took out that low on the 5 minute. I'm talking about my own doubts and demons. The higher time frame, this is the area that I was shorting on the higher time frame. Looking at this, yeah, the lower time frame obviously did its swing count. We are rejecting off of the 50 though. Yeah, it is a counter trend move. Move left. Oh, you mean this? Okay. Let me just get rid of this. Oh, you mean this? Over here. Or am I missing something, Benny? I can send the screenshot and you can annotate it, of course, if you want. We rejected from the same level. Yeah, okay, yeah, we did. And that's why I'm saying that this is a double bottom potentially happening with that flip on the lower time frame, right? If there was no flip here, it could have just been a retracement. But there's a flip on the lower time frame. And yeah, of course, I do consider this a double bottom too, right? Yeah, Benny, of course. Yeah, perfect. I do consider this a double bottom too, and a potential bullish trend. Now, I don't know because I haven't played the market, but I could see a potential move, yeah. The SNDR here got mitigated, which is really nice. But of course, imagine this candle not being on your side, right? Just stopping you out for 2 positions instead of 1. Okay, currently on the 5 minute, we have just mitigated that third swing. The 1 minute. Now, this is an awkward one. We have a high here, right? We have a high here. I wouldn't consider this part of structure. I wouldn't consider, but you can still mark it out. This is the 4th swing. This is the previous swing and the 4th swing. On the lower time frame, if I had it, right, and they are working on it, ForexTester is working on it, you can probably see that this is the previous swing, even though it's a little bit smaller. But yeah, the protected low is down here. This is the protected low. We're just gonna go ahead with price. Where could we see a potential rejection? So we do have, yeah, that high is my target. That high is my target. So with that high, I think it could get swept. Now, we are currently playing a range, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, double bottom. That 50 was tapped, and the only thing unmitigated here is that zone. We are moving higher. Yeah, the higher time frame, this would be the, yeah, no swings on the higher time frame currently. This is all lower time frame structure. Currently rejecting off of this double top. We have a double top here. Let me see. Anything else? Does the move become an MM? Hold on. Probably not, right? Nah, not. But yeah, currently rejecting off of this double top. Could see a rejection here and then go for the high. Do we have news? We have news. It's prelim. Okay. So for all of you, wondering why this is moving now, as it's moving, it's prelim. A little reversal on the lower time frame. You have us reversing over here. Yeah, on the lower time frame, just making lower lows and lower highs. So this was a high, a low, a high, and a lower low, a lower high. Now just, yeah, and again, lower low. No, that's for me not a protected low. Why it's not come to the 50%? So we might sweep it and go higher. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I do think we could sweep that and go for it. Yeah, of course. Benny, you mean this? This is just a 1 minute low. A 1 minute low. It's not significant. Yeah, the fresh double highs. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't mean that these double highs. I am still looking for that high, right? Do not be mistaken. I am just looking for a rejection, and this rejection did play out. With these double highs, it's just a high, right? It's a zone that you could expect a rejection from. That's all it is. So I hope you understand. But yeah, just a little rejection here. I could still see us trading up, well, down, right? Down into this zone. This is the unmitigated one. Or, create an MM. It sucks that I can't go lower than 1 minute. Oh, but definitely we are creating an MM over here at the highs. But this is the MM that I don't like to see. Right, this is the MM that I don't like to see. Because it's at a high, right? Yeah, it's a good one if you had a POI up above. It's just not something that I like to see though. It's an MM though. It's an MM. To have 1, 2, 3, 4 taps of the MM. Yo guys, you have to be more careful. I flashed the code 2 times already. I flashed the code 2 times already. Oh, hold on. So we have this 5-minute swing. Interesting closure though. Interesting closure. Now I'm still bullish on this. I'm still bullish on this. We have this 15-minute imbalance down below. We are tapping now that fractal. Ben Ninja. Yeah, we are definitely creating an MM here. Could see another tap. Hold on. I didn't see. Benchy scammer. I placed it somewhere. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna flash it until somebody DMs me on Discord. I'm gonna keep flashing it. This is another code though. This is not the same one from the video. I see you. It's obvious. Somebody already got it, but that somebody already, you know, got it from the video. There's one in the video. But yeah, it's there. Trust me. It was there 2 times. Too many. It's not a... Okay. Stay to the bottom of the Hey, that's a good idea for the next one. And that individual that got it, I don't know if he wants to be exposed, but he already got it from the video. So and he said from the video that if nobody else claims it, that it's gonna be his. So make sure to have your eyes peeled. I'm not giving you, you know who you are. I'm not giving you this one. You're too good at this. But currently just ranging, right? Just ranging in this range. Okay. Interesting. I do have this down below. Could see a potential move off of this, right? At the 50. Wait, hold on. Okay. Reacting from the 50. And this is just a range, right? So this is the high. And the low. Right? We're just ranging in this current piece of PA. Let me see. Okay, interesting. Yeah, nothing much to really comment on in terms of price here. Reacting from that again. That's interesting. Okay. Let me open up this. Yeah, no, you see why I have the speed on 120, right? I keep forgetting all you do is 1-to-1s most of the time. So you're aware of higher time frame direction, but still manage to scalp all these tiny moves. Yeah, it's really interesting because if you, yeah, I would say rounding, but this is just ranging. It's ranging. Yeah, exactly, bros. That's why you can utilize these 1-to-1s. It doesn't have to be accurate. You don't have to catch the whole move. You just have to catch this tiny ass move, right? Okay, I have to, guys. I have to skip. This is the only song that I don't like. I'm sorry. But yeah, we do see I do see a retracement right after we sweep that high. Yeah, it's I don't like singing. Not on a house. It depends. This is, yeah. I do agree with that, Russ. Cheers. Yeah, currently, no protected highs or lows present here. Otherwise, yeah, just that one down below. I do see us potentially, yeah, taking that high. That was our objective with that double bottom. That was our objective, that high. Rejecting from the MM once again, sir? So we finally broke that high. I don't see a good POI here, honestly, but it's fine. Let me see. Okay, bet. You guys didn't catch? Like I had it up 3 times already. I know, because I have to click. I want you guys to get it. Oh man. But I swear, it's somewhere on the screen. So currently with us trading up above that high. Let me see if this took out the low. It didn't. So it actually is a part of structure. So this high over here, I don't know if you guys can see, but this high, this low, this was that low that it put in, then put in another high, then put in a higher low, and then trading higher. Bam. You could see us retrace into that S&D. This is the S&DR. I would like to see it break that high though. Let me see, it's 14 o'clock. So on the lower time frame, if we just take a glance, I know why you're laughing, Rust. I know why you're laughing. So we are currently rejecting. This is the S&DR of the little small swing down below, right? So for all of you wondering, I am giving away a code in this live stream. I am giving away. You guys just have to look. All you have to do is DM me the code on Discord, and you'll get 1 month free. You gotta find it though. Yeah, I do see a rejection in this zone. Bam. That was the zone. You guys want more? This is the second swing. I know it ain't much. But you know, if you get the direction right, you can get more than 1 hour easily. Are you guys so hyper fixated on price? But yeah, ain't much, but it's honest work, you know. It ain't much, but it's like just 5 hour. You see, this was with the trend. When you're trading with the trend, you can get more R. But when trading against the trend, that's when you can get less R, like 1.5. But with the trend, you can easily get 2, 3, 5, right? And you have your stops behind the zone, and you just manage your risk. That's all you gotta do. So, what if I told you that right now, somewhere in this live stream, there's the code? What if I told you? What if I told you? Like somewhere on screen right now. The one, hey, the first DM that I get, that's the winner. So. Ah, no, nope. The first DM wins. That's it. It's you know. It's there if you want it. Currently trading higher. We are wicking that high, but look at this SNDR, delivered all the way to the high. I wouldn't really hold to the highs, but yeah, even to the nearest high, right? Even to the nearest high. Yeah, just trading high. We're gonna go to the next day. This is already past my bedtime. Okay, so we have been trading higher. Now with us trading, we are trading higher. Make sure to DM me the code. If you won, you need to DM me the code. Okay, so if you look at the bottom left of your screen, it was there the whole time. So all you had to do was DM me the code. The winner of the 1 month free ForexTester is Sandemi. So Sandemi, congratulations. I will set you up with that account. But it was there. It was there for like a solid 5 minutes. No. Yeah, you know, it had to blend in. It had to blend in. It isn't usually there though. It isn't usually there. So let me just hey, there's still there was a code in the video as well, and I said it at the end of the video. I said it's around the 10-minute mark, and where was it? Around the 10-minute. It was actually on the 10-minute mark. So the first one, Rust won it. The second one we have Sandemi, and the third one, well, next week. Next week same time, and you can win it too, right? If you cash the code, it's probably not going to be in the same place, but if you cash the code, you're going to get 1 month of free 1 month of free ForexTester Pro. So let me just yo Russ, can you send me the email on Discord? But yeah, you can participate. It's really easy, right? All you have to do is spot the code. Ooh, let me see. Okay, so on the 5-minute, let's go back to backtesting. But congratulations to Sandemi and Rust. We got that low, right? We had that low. That's a protected low. Let me see the 15-minute also, okay. But we have to note the higher time frame here. The higher time frame swing point. Now this is a 1 hour swing, even a 4 hour one. Let me just delete. I'm gonna delete everything. I'm looking at it. Hey, maybe I'll do that, but it will contain the code. It will contain bench, okay. It will definitely contain bench. I can give you guys that, okay, for the next time. So whenever you see bench, that's what it is. Bench something, that's the code. But this is for today. This is it. For next week, I'm gonna do another one. Every week now, there's like 3 codes left. We got 3 codes left, so we're gonna do this every single week. You don't have to worry. Nobody lost on anything. So currently, we do have, oh, but we do have an SNDR here. We do have an SNDR. Let me just mark it out. This is the SNDR. Do you guys agree with the SNDR placement? Bench press. I just started benching on stream. Do you guys agree with this zone over here? Would you have taken something else? Would you have taken that one lower? But yo, Sandemi, I will hook you up with that and Rusty too after the stream, okay? Why not take the lower wick? Okay. The lower wicks as from that zone 2. Essentially, look on the 5, on the 1 minute. If we just look at lower time frame structure for a nice minute, there's that high and there's that low. For that high and low, we traded higher, right? We traded higher. That's the new high. Now that's the swing high, and that's the swing low. And I usually take the last swing high and low before that break of a high, which is exactly that, right? Hey, Lucas. Okay. Let me just see if this risk is, yeah, this risk is fine. Okay, makes sense. Hey, learning is occurring. Learning is occurring, right? Okay, bet. We're looking for a rejection off of this zone. Let's head over to the 1 minute and we will begin. Okay, let me just take note of this swing count as well. And if this trades down, it would be the 3rd swing. Yeah. So this is directly on market open. Right, this is 3 swings coming down. This is 9:35. Usually we do not take trades. We don't take trades. Now why don't we take trades? Because of lower probabilities of it delivering. Exactly that, right? This is 9:30. Sorry, yeah, 9:30. Oh, that's just, you know, the probabilities game. It's 100% win rate. But yeah, perfectly good zone. A perfectly good zone. Now, of course, just taking swing count into account, this zone would theoretically be out of contention, but it's cool, right? A loss directly on market open. Take note of that. Does it not deliver if you take the retracement instead? Retracement. What do you mean retracement? What do you mean by retracement? So, how many swings are there? Yeah, there's 4 swings on that leg alone. Cooked and slippage. Yeah. The ooh, there's a lot of things. Oh yeah, that's true. That's also the sweep. Good eye, Ahmed. Good eye. So you enter after it retraces. Oh, okay. So what you're trying to say, the zone taps and then you enter after it retraces. That's is exactly what the sweep was, right? This was the A good eye from Ahmed. Yeah, it did deliver. Well, let's see. It did deliver. Yeah, the sweep. But currently this is 1, 2, 3, 4 swings coming down, with that protected high being over here. It didn't deliver. If we're looking at that, no. Yeah, on the 5 minute, you could argue that that high is the protected high. This is mitigated. This is. Let me see if there's mitigation to this already. Yeah, there is. So everything here is mitigated, except that high and low. Taking it after retracement, not as initial entry. That's what I meant. Yeah, it's if you were taking this zone as an MM, so 1, 2, 3 taps, right? If you were taking that as an MM, that would be your entry, the buy stop. We can buy a second. I can give you the screenshot, and you can mark it out. So currently, that high was broken. Would you guys be entering on any longs or any shorts here? The protected high of the 1 minute was broken, and we are rejecting off of the MM sweep. Let me see. Yeah, on the higher time frame, and look at this move on the 5 minute. Are you guys taking any longs, or are you guys taking any shorts here? Let me see. So on the M1, the swing count was concluded, right? We swept up above. Side? What do you mean by side? No participation from me, okay. Yeah, we're still in all-time highs. Let me see if there is a 5 minute closure up above. So no 5 minute closure just yet. Okay, yes, Rush, where would you participate? I would take a long back from the FVG inside your SNDR. Oh, so okay, let me just move this to the left. You mean this? Okay, long, okay. Bet. Yeah, this is the flip. This is definitely the flip. Let me mark it out the right way. This is the flip, and we have the 30-50. Long until proven wrong. Yo, good evening, Lazy Bones. Welcome to the live stream. Long until proven wrong. I love that. So there's one long here that you could have taken, right? This is the flip. Now where is it? After we sweep over higher, well, an MM, right? We also swept the SNDR, but we didn't what? We didn't close down below it, right? Oh wait, we did. Never mind. Okay, I'm lying. Right, so we swept that MM, and now we flipped. Glad to be. Hey, I'm glad that you made it. So that's one long, and then you have another long here. Long is safer, but the 4 downward swings since the top. Yeah, it is safer, right? Now we have another long here. This is another long that you can take. The 1 minute fractal already delivered. Oh yeah, okay. If you're looking at the nearest high, right? This is that high, and the fractal did deliver. So you have 2 longs here: the 50 of the origin and that one, yeah. So that first long got absolutely obliterated. The second one, the 50, I wouldn't risk first long and FVG under it. Okay, yeah, of course. We have that FVG, tapped it, and now delivering. Bam. Exactly. Case in point, right? Case and point. This song is oddly familiar to something like a Balkan song. I don't know. It just has that tone. Vegan pies 1, market 0. Oh, how many times has the market won on me? I wish you could have known. So we have that high closure up above that signals what? That we are bullish now. This is the second swing. If we just place the fib, if I may, the fib on the low and the high, this is now our second swing. Could it be SNDR marked incorrect? That why the long was unsuccessful? This one, okay, interesting point that you made there. Overall, I don't think so. Maybe if you were looking at the SNDR as the validated swing, this would be your zone. If you're taking validation, right? That's what I said in one of my streams, is the SNDRs with the validation, right? With the validation inside of them. So the closure below that previous candle, those are the ones with higher win rate. The bigger one left. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go to the higher time frame. It's essentially the last down move, but you could have taken the bigger one. Yeah. On the hourly and on the 15-minute, it does. Yeah, I don't think, no. Maybe if you were taking this, but this is already mitigated, so therefore no trade. Yo, Julie, welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Cheers, my brother. Cheers. Yo, don't, no. I know you're aware of the incident. I know you're aware of the incident, so I don't know why you had to remind me that he exists. But currently a nice rejection off of that alone. Yeah, I do agree. It's not about the wrong drawing, but it's not 100% win rate. Yeah, I know, it's, yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah, without body closure and mitigation, that's also a thing. Yeah. But I usually take the last up move. So, well, the last down move. You could, in theory, you could use this. Now, why could you use this? With no body closure up above it, it signals, yeah, okay, this is still free to tap, right? This is still an unmitigated area. That's how some people look at it. And it's not a wrong way of thinking about it, but on the lower time frame, for me, it has been mitigated. And this does deliver. You can check in your backtesting, this does deliver, right? But let's go to the let's go backtest some more, shall we? Currently this is the second swing. I could see a potential rejection up into the 50 or the 30, right? Because there is a zone here. A big zone, to say the least. This is a big zone. I'm currently just making, so both ways is the correct thinking. Okay, Lazy Bones, I'm gonna ask you this. If you have backtested each way, right? It doesn't matter. But if you have 300 entries on that model, it's the correct way, because you know it's either profitable or it's unprofitable, right? But just make sure that you're incorporating both, not just one, but both. Make sure. Sorry, let me take that back. Let me pause the price for a second. Make sure to either backtest one or the other. Make sure. What's the win rate for today's? Hey, it's pretty high. I wouldn't know though. I would know because we did take some entries that should have delivered and they didn't, because I had the zone drawn at wrong. But I think it's pretty high. I can check though. I can check for you. It's 72%, and we did take some losses. Okay, nah, we did take some losses that shouldn't have been losses. And we did take some entries. Hold on. This was a fair SNDR that, you know, didn't deliver. And then we have this SNDR which did deliver, and this is 66% win rate. Deji. This is 66. But it's not enough of a sample size that you could in this MM, right? And we took trades that weren't even supposed to be there. So let me actually check. But yeah, currently 66. We have 3 trades, and win rate doesn't really matter with this low a number. Got it. I just want to understand which way is the correct way to mark. Both. Just make sure to either backtest one or the other, right? Make sure to test it. Test have me as a liar. Have me as if I'm lying. Go ahead and test it in your backtesting. You'll see. Currently nothing major is happening. just trading higher, of course, with that break higher. This is now the third swing. So you know how we said this is the first, this is the second, and now this is the third. Yeah, bam. And we have a closure up above it. So let's just play price. And notice how smooth this is right now. How I'm going through everything and it's just working. Like, I love this. I love this. A good MM is oh, where is price going? Price, it just went off my screen. This is only 60 points, by the way. Nowadays it's like 300. If you saw this in your live trading, you were like, oh, 300 points. I don't think there's anything to really trade here. Yeah, we have an imbalance forming on the 15-minute, but that's about it. Yeah, just trading higher. Interesting PA, really interesting. Let me just wait. This will be the high. Yeah, this is just making its way higher and higher. You see, that's why I have it on 120, because of PA like this. PA like this, when it just nothing. This pays much better than last week. Last week was a disaster. Oh my god. Yeah, much better. At least we have some pullbacks. Just going higher and higher and higher. So we came from 700 to now 900. This is a 200-point push in 2024, which means something did happen today. Something did happen. Still making its way higher. Yeah, you could have just taken these lows. Goddamn. What a push, right? So this is the reversal, but you know, a good rule of thumb is don't short this, especially after an extension like this, because it could be what, toilet paper people. I spoke too soon. I'm not saying that this is not gonna deliver. I'm just saying that usually it's not a good thing to short all-time highs. This is literally as all-time highs as we can get. And I do remember this PA. This was the first time we actually came to 20,000. I remember I was in Dave's membership at that time. And I think we do end up tapping this 50 and trading lower. Yeah, doing this, then tapping higher into that that 50 and then trading lower. Like this. I think that's exactly what happens. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what. Yep. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So let's go to the next day, shall we? This is 15. This is almost 16 o'clock. So we went an hour more. Is this bank holiday? 18th of June. Yeah, no, because we have news, so it's not. Currently wicking that high. No, it's because the first time we hit 20,000, right? I think, yeah, it's the first time we hit 20,000. It's Juneteenth. June. No, isn't that like 19th? June. I can't pronounce that word. even if I wanted to. Is it? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, price seems to be moving though. Yeah, June 19th. Yeah. That's June 18th right now. June 19th is gonna be tomorrow. I can't pronounce that word for the life of me. I can't pronounce it. But currently on the 1 minute, I do see this MM being formed. But hella sloppish PA over here. This was yeah, London session. Interesting. So I could see with us creating that double top, right, wicking the hell out of price up above, possibly tapping that and going lower, right? That's what I could see. And then we have an area down below in origin that we could potentially find some resistance on. Yeah, that's what half price is doing. Let's pray. Let's put it on 60. I don't want it to be too fast. Now we have given out another rejection off of that zone. Still going lower. Now this doesn't look like the best PA, I think. Yeah, not as volatile at all. Not as volatile. June 10th, 10th. It's double E, so it's T, 10th, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So with that MM, of course, the 50 never fails. Like always, right? Like always. And the 50 should be studied. Like, why does it deliver so much? Especially with the right MM, it delivers. You saw here, we had like 3 tabs. 1, 2, 3. And then the 4th tab. Okay, Juneteenth. Okay, bet. I thought I didn't pronounce it correctly. So the current protected high is all the way up here. Ooh, the 5 minute doesn't look too nice. Yeah, this is just Wikistan. This is literally Wikistan. But the protected high on the 1 minute is up there. Crazy how that 50 delivers. Hey, you seen it here. You seen it here. And it's not just the MM, right? It's everything. There is a zone that we could potentially reject from. This would be the 3rd swing though. But overall, after that MM sweep, I'm looking for short. But this does look like some. Yeah, this is what, 50 points, and this is New York. Even on a day like this with low volatility, it's crazy. Yeah, just making its way lower. Let me see the 5 minute. Okay, so on the 5 minute, ooh, interesting. So you know that zone that I was talking about earlier? I did end up tapping and delivering. Now where we are rejecting from is interesting. Do we have a higher time frame imbalance? We do. So with that higher time frame imbalance, we could see price. Oh, never mind. We have this, right? This is the first target. I knew that it was there. Because obviously I said the wick. But yeah, the double top breaks the low, the first low. The second low, however, is all the way down here. So I'm pretty sure that we're not gonna get to it this session, but it is a good target, right? It is a good target. So let's head over to the 5 minute. Yeah, so with a 5 minute, what I would like to see is a trade. Well, with a 1 minute, my bad. With a 1 minute, I would like to see a trade up above that high. That's the protected 1 minute high. And a flip, right? That's what I would love to see. Yo guys, just, you know, making sure, make sure to hit the like button, right? So we can do more giveaways in the future. And we are going to do giveaways in the future. We have 3 more keys to distribute. Oh yeah, once you got, you know, the key, you're not gonna get it again. So sorry. You know, I'm trying to pay back the community a little. And I think this is a good way of repaying. So we did trade up above that high. Unfortunately, we did wicket. Now where is the SNDR? Where is the SNDR, Ziga? Over here. We have that closure, that 5 minute closure as well. So I do anticipate after possibly tapping that now we have flipped bullish. On the 1 minute, we have flipped bullish. We are inside of a higher time frame imbalance, and you know, the double top. Yeah, of course, we can be bearish now. We can be bearish. So we are gonna be taking. I want to stack 12. Yo, you know what, guys? Rust actually got the code the first time that I showed it. The first time that I showed it, I already had a DM from Rust. Both times, right? In the video and in the live stream. How many trades per day do you suggest on a low margin account, gold, NAS as main pairs? I would suggest you this. Make sure to focus on one setup on one pair. Do that, one setup, one pair, and try to see what your actually what your win rate is and stuff. Like get data on that, you know, in backtesting. Get data on how well it performs, and then think about, you know, more pairs. For example, doing 300 trades just on AQ alone with the SNDR alone. That's probably the best way to go about it. On a low margin account, it's tough, because especially if you have a tight budget, right? I wouldn't suggest anyone to trade live if you don't have at least $10,000. That's just my take. At least $10,000, it's like the minimum if you want to make good money. Otherwise, just go do prop firms, because prop firms give you that kind of leverage. Look at us. Look at us. What are we doing? But yeah, Deji, if you have any more questions regarding that, there's by the way, a channel called Ask Benchina that's literally made for those kinds of questions. So make sure to utilize that. I could see a tap of the 50 here. This is a good trade. Okay, currently moving higher. Now, notice something. There is no SNDR. Is there? When there's no SNDR present, the origin is the SNDR, right? Now, I know it may seem like a bizarre concept, but it is taught in the premium material from Dave. It's something that's, you know, a little bit different. Of course, if this does create another swing to the upside, so and make sure to backtest this, because it is a thing. If this does come up above here, now create that third swing, I'm probably not gonna take it, because then it would be tapping that again, and we are still mindful of shorts. Wouldn't be really a good counter trend here. Let me see. It's moving so erratically. Like, it's weird because it's not a bank holiday, yet it behaves like a bank holiday. And the 50. The 50. Oh my god. How many setups do you get a week, by the way? 3. We're zooming through the replay and we barely get that much. It really depends on the week. We aren't really zooming through. It's we got like, wait, hold on, 2, 3. We got 3 setups last week, if I'm not mistaken. We have 1, 2, and 3. We got 3 setups, and we are on the next day, by the way. Usually we get 3 setups. It doesn't really come into play how much validity. 3 on average, not bad. How much time do you trade? From 9:30 to we are back testing from 9:30 to 15. Yeah, no, sorry, yeah, it is 15 o'clock, right? So 1500. So from 900 to 1500, that's what, 6 hours of back testing. But yeah, I do stay for 2 hours, and then I set sorry, not alerts. I set alerts for potential entries, and then if an alert hits, then I'm there, right? But I don't have to stay on the charts for 6 hours. Because, you know, price does like you saw, yeah, alerts exist. And I do utilize them very, very well. But we are currently in this range. Overall, yeah, on average 3. Because yeah, there's sometimes 5 and there's sometimes 1. Oh, what do we have here? What do we have here? So what's gonna happen, guys? Let me, manual entry feels better. Yeah, of course. I know. I do have alerts, and then I set my limits. What do we oh, it already delivered before you guys could answer. Oh, so yeah, as always, the MM sweep, I'm probably gonna target 1.5 here, and bam. Right, we were looking at this MM throughout the entire session. Look at this going back into the range. Now what's the range? This candle high and this candle low. I got to run, Ziga. Thank you for the session. I'll rewatch the rest. And the other video. Hey Rush, have a good one. Thank you for joining in. Have a good rest of the day. Oh, this is just melting through PA. Is this gonna oh, it's not. Okay, look at this. But the sheer precision of MMs. So it had 250 entries and 1 sweep, which you could have taken. Like, this is by rules. Oh yeah, just a POI that's left. But yeah, 250 entries. 250 entries. All it takes. But damn. So I think next day is gonna be Juneteenth. Oh yeah. Where are we? Why is there some PA over here? This opened up. Okay. Yeah, this is June. Do you guys want to backtest June 19th? This is a bank holiday. Would you guys want to backtest the bank holiday? Or not? Should we skip it? What do you guys think? No? Okay. That's all I need. All I need. So I just sent the emails to get approved. For you, Rust, and for you, Sandemi. Okay, cool. Let's skip it then. Let's skip it then. I don't usually trade this PA. Like, you see, it doesn't move very well. I do just take a look at it. maybe there's a potential setup coming. If there is, I take it. If there isn't, I don't. We are now in terms of swings, 1 2 3 4 5 swings. So what do you guys know about PA making more and more swings? What's more likely to deliver, a new high or a new low? Let's see in the chat, right? What do you guys see here more probable? A tap of the 50 and trade higher, or a tap, well, or a trade through the lows, right? What do you guys expect? Okay, the low. Yo, Russ, you ain't gonna be the only one riding here. Come on, let's see some action, baby. Let's go. Come on, guys, write in the chat. I ain't gonna be the only one talking. So this is the high. Are we looking for a trade from the 30, 50, or 70? Or are we more so looking for the low? I could see a possible... Now, from what I see, tap and break the high. Okay, interesting. I do see a trade to the 70, possibly reject to the 50, and then the 30, and then maybe go lower. That's what I see. The SNDR over here that you guys might see already is something that I wouldn't consider taking, since we are so high in the range. That's the problem that we had over, I don't know, I think it's here where we took that loss. Yeah, the swing count was 4, right? And on the 4th swing, obviously it doesn't have such high odds to deliver. But let's say we did. Let's say we did take that SNDR, and let's say that we did take a trade on it, right? Just for, you know, shits and giggles. So the market is gonna open up. Not the best way to start, but the market is gonna... Exactly. Imagine if you were on... Just imagine. Imagine if you were in this candle. You would not have been... Your stop would have been filled down here. I'm telling you, if you were in this trade, your stop would have been filled way down there. We accidentally went for 15 minutes. But I'm telling you, the slippage... It would have been crazy. Yeah, so I am also looking at the 70, right? I'm not looking at for an SNDR trade. There's that tiny SNDR that we were talking about over here. But let's see. Currently we broke structure to the downside, and we are trading lower. That SNDR we would not have taken. Do we have an MM? We do, and this was the sweep, right? So on the 1 minute, yeah, if this does trade lower, this would be the second swing. We are trading lower. We have a closure down below. Let's see. Okay, bet. I think we also have a 5-minute closure. We do. Are you guys looking for any trades now? This is now tapping the 70. Are you guys looking for any trades? And we have just broken the low. Now, with the swing count being that high, you could have had a narrative to, okay, maybe we're gonna tap the 50 and go higher. Maybe we're gonna tap the 70. Definitely those two levels and not the 30. With that swing count being so high, we did what? Break that low. Now, where is our SNDR? Over here. This is our SNDR. This is what we expect, right, after a higher time frame closure to trade back into. Of course, no higher time frame closure. This is just a wick. Essentially, this is what we're waiting for price to rebalance into. As I said, also being the second swing. Would you guys be taking this perhaps? This little zone over here. Yo, lost in Boston. I came in, got really confused, and checked what day it was. it's 20th of June. Yeah, too goofy. Yeah. Yo, if you have any questions regarding price, make sure to ask them. This was June 19th, right? But now we are trading. I think, yeah, okay, in terms of goofiness, okay, it's the only well, S&D that really has a bullish candle, like a full bullish candle. So you could theoretically argue, yeah, this is an S&DR, and you could argue that there could be a potential entry here. Now, why this and why not that one below? This one below doesn't have a sweep, and this one does. So just in terms of probabilities, this one is the better choice over here. So let's play price to see who's right and who's wrong, right? But with that wicking of a higher time frame, now just to note, we are wicking a higher time frame low, and we are wicking it hard. So let's make sure that we aren't going against a higher time frame. Looks way smaller. Yeah, I know. But there isn't a bigger zone. So if it, two swings, hold on. So trade up above that high. Now we have this high, which the closure is all the way here. So with this, we have now, I have to dip mate. Hey, have a lovely day. Have a lovely day, vegan. Have a lovely day. So are we still taking that trade, right? Bang. 3 swings to the upside. We can counter, right? 3 swings. That's what I was waiting for. If this hadn't yeah, it's really fascinating how a zone like this can still deliver. But yeah, we are still short on the 5 minute. Look, 1, 2 swings, 3 swings to the upside, tapped it and reversed. Look at how many R this delivered. 5R easily. In what, like 10 minutes? Would you consider taking that bigger zone? Ooh, you mean you mean the second swing? Yeah, once that closure on the higher time frame comes through, yeah. But this is just utilizing the lower time frame trends. As you saw, this would kind of been a counter trend move. Like, why would it have been a counter trend if it's bearish? Because my narrative on the higher time frame is, yo, we're wicking that low. The S&DR, okay, but they are mostly the same size over here. So this is 64 ticks. This is 64 ticks, and this is 52 ticks. This is I thought it validated swing below. I mean, it did close on the 1 minute. That's what it did close on. But currently what we did with structure, if we just look 1, 2, 3, 3 swings, close down below on the 1 minute. Now tap that little fractal, the S&DR, right? And now we're trading lower. And this would be now the second swing, right? Going lower. This is the fractal nature of price. If you just look, this is the 5 minutes, the institutional, right? Institutional swings, and this is now intermediate. What's happening? still going low, right? This now trading down below that low. Let's see if it's gonna do that. As soon as I say that, it starts chasing. With a body closure down below that low, it's, with a body closure down below that low, now this becomes the third swing. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3. Now all stemming from where? Where is it stemming from? That little zone, the structural zone, the S&DR. S&DR is one of the most powerful zones. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? Oh wait, where's my price? Hey, so currently, the price doesn't look too bad. On the 15-minute, we did get the closure. This is now a valid S&DR, no mitigation to it at all. This is still creating swings. Now, how many swings do we have on the 5-minute? We have 1, 2, 3 swings, right? So this is the first one, this is the second one, and this is now the third one. Okay, bet. So what do you guys see here? I see something. This is the fourth swing S&DR. That's what I see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I would, however, I would mark this as the higher time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, not the lower time frame, because it is valid on the 5-minute, right? It is a valid swing. Yo, we need some music in this. So let's finish this playlist. So another 2 hours of backtesting, and then we're gonna end. Like another 2 hours, I think it's fine. So let me put up an order here. Yo, Russ, I know you got the energy. I know you got the energy. I do too. What validates a swing? Hey, perfect question, Deji. Perfect question. So, what validates a swing? A closure for a bullish swing. It's a closure up above that bearish candle, right? That's what validates the swing. The bearish candle at the low, that's what validates it. This is the validation, right, that I'm looking for. Look, all of these swings are validated, right? All of them have bullish closures. All of them. That's what validates a swing. So, Deji, if you have, look, I'm gonna give you guys something. Whenever you see something that you find odd or weird, make sure to screenshot it, right? You really care about the size of the swing, just validation. It's, yeah, validation, and you're gonna see on the 15-minute, for example, none of these swings is validated. On the 5-minute, all of them are validated. So what? It's part of the 5-minute structure. And I do care about the size of swings. If it was abnormal, like really, really much bigger. For example, these are all kind of the same size. Like this is the outlier, but these are all kind of the same size. We do care about the size of swings. You know, you have to match it to the time frame. You know, I'm not gonna take this. Look, as an example, I'm not gonna take this entire swing and then this little one. Right? Okay. I'm glad you understand. Yeah, so on the 1 minute, we do have this fourth swing S&DR. We are trading lower. Ooh, and there is another swing here. Okay, perfect. Is there gonna be a closure? Okay, perfect. So we have a 5-minute protected high over here. Still going lower. Now, ooh, we're in some dangerous territory here. What is this? Is this the SNDR? It is. It is the SNDR. Now, I would absolutely love to have longed this. Rather the bigger swing. Yeah, this. I would absolutely love to have longed this. Yeah, it looks almost too perfect. So let's make that happen. So it's 100 ticks. Is the time okay? Time is okay. We have 5 swings coming to the downside. Let's open up a limit order. Swing count live sub. Yeah. If you're looking at the swing count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 5. So would you guys be taking this? Let me know. Yes or no? Or are we skipping this? Okay, we are taking this. Okay, cool. The SNDR. It's a counter trend move, right? So bang. So all of you that said yes, congratulations. You move on to the next level. Hey yo, indeed. Come on. Isn't it perfect? Isn't it perfect? Look, this is the 5th swing. This is the 5th swing. I'm becoming too powerful. Yeah, you gotta go back to ICT. It's becoming too much. You could take the zone. This is obviously the 5th swing. The odds, yeah, you can take every single SNDR. Every single SNDR you can take. It's just the 5th swing, right, doesn't have the best probabilities. Now I'm gonna show you, right? Well, I can't show you because I would actually need a sample size. But look, perfect, delivered, right? It's the 5th swing. It's just the rules that I made for myself, because what I found out that in backtesting usually doesn't really deliver after after the 4th swing. After the 4th swing, then I start, you know, looking for counters. But a good counter trend like this, for example, taking out the high, tapping in to, you know, have a retracement, building a narrative around that zone, that's a good trade too, right? If you have a narrative supporting that zone, it's perfect. It's more than perfect. Oh, this is a much better playlist. I could listen to this all day. Okay, so currently we are trading up above. We said what? A tap could come from that to retrace back into that zone, right? That's what I'm looking for. Currently we are in an entry. And the take profit delivered. Yeah, it is aggressive, but I did have narrative around it, right? We had good narrative. It's a zone right in that swing. I think it's a good zone. Yeah, the only thing, we had bullish candles, nothing but bullish candles coming up to the zone, and now I am expecting a move back into that range. And we have the sweep. Yeah, we had the sweep though. We didn't have the sweep here. Yeah, that's true. But we have that sweep of the high close to the zone, right? And if this went and delivered like this, I wouldn't have taken it. But a really good. You see how narrative comes into play a lot. Like that's where you build discretion. Like that's why I say go back test. It's all about discretion. It's discretionary trading. It's not mechanical. You can't. Of course you can make an indicator out of this, but it's at the end of the day, it does require some discretion. And yeah, some people may take this on, some people may not. And let's just say that, okay, for this zone, let's say we wouldn't have taken it, but that zone down below definitely would have every single day. That's a perfect zone. But yeah, let's say because of the bullish volume, we didn't take that zone. If you're okay with that, Rust. I am currently expecting a move back into that range, right? Back into that flip. Let me just mark out the 30, 50, and 70. I hate that it's the other way around. You know, the 70, 30, 50. That's the only thing that bothers me. But I do see a 50 tap here and a trade higher because we are tapping a zone of importance, and I do see us tapping that 50 and going higher. So essentially, now I'm just speaking out of my ass, don't mind me, bro. Hey, I respect that. I respect that. Let's see, we have, yo, I don't know if Crystal's here. Yo, Rush. Oh no, he went. But yeah, I know if you're watching this, Rush, you have your zone over here. This is your zone below the 70. Cheers, cheers with an empty can. I'm definitely gonna have to piss. Okay. I'm looking at the 50, right? So the whole trade idea here is essentially that 1-to-1. Let me see if we broke in structure. So on the 15-minute, it does look like a little roundings happening. Could still come to the low though. Could still come to the low. I'm not so, because look, after a move like this, like a bearish move, I would like to see another low being put in. So that's what, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this, you see how this swing got invalidated? If this for some reason went for the low, which it probably won't, but if this went for the low, I would look as this as a swing, right? Not this inside one. If this came for the low, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be the 5th swing. Oh, but the 70 to the 30? I know you backtested the year's worth of data. What's your opinion on 2026 so far? Is it harder or the same shit? It's easier. It's easier. 2023 is brutal. 2024 is all right. 2025 is I guess. 2026 is nice. The 2026 is nice. I love 2026. 2025 was crazy. It's just, I have no words. I know you backtested years worth of data too, Rust. I know you backtested too. So we have a flip here. A flip inside of a flip. Currently just ranging, right? After a huge expansion to the downside, we are currently in a range. Of course, we have to take note of what? Breaking a higher time frame low. This zone is beginning to become an MM, by the way. Yeah, this is a good MM. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. I don't like that there's no first tap, but it is a good MM, especially, you know, in a range. So let's move over to the next day. Okay, cool, and let's see what happened. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So after that MM sweep, we got a trade into the opposite direction. Ah. I'm just playing. But we got another tap of the 50, delivered, then came in, swept it, and went lower. So what do we see here? We see a high, a low. This high was broken, and then we came for the low. We came for the low, but there is still an unmitigated flip. This is the unmitigated flip. On the 5-minute. Do we have anything else here? A flat candle over here. Yeah, I think this is the unmitigated flip. All that I see on the 1-minute. Let's see on the 1-minute. We have an MM high. Now, with that MM high, it's possible that it could first, right, sweep on market open, come up, sweep that, tap the 50, and go lower. That's what I have us doing. Now, there's an MM down below also being created. Let me see this current PA. So this was the first, the second, yeah, the third. This was inside structure, came in lower, traded higher, wicked down below here, created an MM. Okay, we're gonna be taking note of that as well. We created an MM. Okay, cool. So yeah, so what I have us doing for this, since we know this was an expansion, we are in a range, right? So I'm gonna be looking for a shorts here, and I'm gonna be looking for longs here. Okay. Since we know that after a huge expansion like that, and the break of a higher time frame low, we do what? We range. So that's my only narrative here. Probably gonna be taking out that high. Let's move a couple candles into this New York session. Currently tapping that MM. Now, would you guys be so kind and tell me what we tapped? Would you guys be so kind and tell me? What did we tap? What did we tap? Man. Yeah, the 50 of the MM. It's so nice. So, okay, now we are sweeping that MM. What are we expecting? With that sweep of the MM, what are we expecting? A trade into the opposing direction. Now, the sweep that delivered currently, that buy stop would have been here inside the range. This is a good example of a bad MM trade. A perfect example. Now, why? No POI down below to really trade off of, right? There is no POI. With no POI, the entry is inside of the range, right? The entry is inside of the range, and that's it, right? I would much rather see this sweep the low. Much rather. And maybe even give a 5-minute entry here. So let's look on the 1-minute. It hasn't tapped the entry just yet. Okay, so with us creating that, would you guys be open to 1 minute or 5 minute entries? What would you guys take? If you were taking that entry, let me see if we are tapping to something to the left. So yeah, we are tapping a higher time frame 50 This is what we are tapping, the 50 of a higher time frame Would you guys be taking the 1 minute or the 5 minute here? If you were taking a long back into the range, or would you take neither? Come on, guys, let's go. Let's go typing in the chat. Let's go. 5? Okay, 5. 5 minute bet. Okay. So let's wait for the 5 minute closure. So the 5 minute is now here. Obviously, we are not taking any shorts here. This is the bottom of the range. We're looking for what are our targets, right? Our targets are the up above, the 1-to-1, the 1.5, right? These are all of our targets that you can target. So I'm just gonna be targeting a 1.5 R here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We have a buy limit with $900 on the line, which is not right. We're gonna be risking 500. Oh, we can't. Okay, never mind. So currently on the 1 minute, I think it has already delivered. On the 1 minute, yeah, delivered perfectly, right? So the 1 minute entry was all the way down here. This was the 1 minute entry. Tagged you, went all the way to your stop loss, didn't tag your stop loss, and went higher. The 50% of the higher time frame delivered perfectly. We have that low right now. It's delivering, I think it's already delivered 1.5. Yeah, literally already delivered 1.5. And now we are in that waiting game. If we go to the to the 5 minute, the 5 minute is all the way up here. This is our entry, and our target is 1.5. Or would you guys be targeting 1-to-1 or 1.5? And this all stems from, like, how confident are you in the entry, right? This is confidence in the end of the day. Are we targeting the 1-to-1? Because the 1-to-1 is all the way. Okay, 1-to-1 because it's too big. Okay, bad. It has moved back into the range. Now we're just waiting for the entry to deliver. So the entry did end up delivering. Now, why? We had a POI to the left, which was the Perfect POI. It doesn't get better. Maybe the SNDR and those are the two good POIs. We had a good we had the bottom of the range, right? We expected a trade back into the range. Bam. So now that we are showering with money, I am expecting a short up here, honestly. If this does come up to here, I could see a good short. You're crazy. No, it's just the concepts. At the end of the day, it's just the concepts. So if I'm looking at the lows and the highs, so we traded up above here, traded down, and now that we are out of that entry, this is the second swing, and this is the SNDR of the second swing. So let's place a nice little entry box. So this is an entry box that I'm gonna probably take. It does seem like a good idea to long here. Yeah, definitely a good idea to long here. Currently moving higher. Still, that second swing is valid. We tap the second swing. Okay, I was expecting a loss. I was honestly expecting a loss, but I guess I can't lose. I mean, it's just delivering. Okay, another entry idea that is gonna present itself. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. Yeah, so the entry idea here was, right, so we tapped at 50 after that sweep of the area that is being mitigated multiple times, and a sell stop, right, a sell stop for a potential 1-to-1. But over here, this, hold on, I didn't even put an entry, hold on and it stops being insane. My whole entry idea was a short of this higher time frame area, to go lower, right? To go lower, but we obviously got nicked, and then okay, then it seems like it's gonna deliver our idea. Yeah, look, I mean, perfect idea, just the execution. Yeah, it's over. We had 3 swings to the upside, so this is a valid idea. Stop. Yeah, so many people placing stops right there, right, in the backtesting session. Oh, perfect. Okay, well, let me try to recoup my thoughts. Okay. Let's see where we are in price currently. We are in a range. We traded from the top of the range. Now we're going lower. We could expect longs here. If this is indeed a range, we could get longs, but I don't see an area that could quite give you a good long. But we are currently trading down below that low, that protected low. This was the protected 1-minute low. I hope you guys can see that. So we have this swing high and that swing low. We have traded down below that low, and I do see a potential zone here. Oh, I have a question for you guys now. Would you guys be shorting this zone? This is 1140. Yeah, it's 1140. So it's inside our time range, and we are rejecting from that top of that unmitigated flip that we were talking about earlier. We are rejecting from that. Would you guys or would you not be taking this trade? Looks nice, eh? That's all it has. Yeah, that's all that it has to do. It has to look nice. So on the 5-minute, it looks really nice. So we are in the entry. Do you guys think it's gonna deliver or no? Do you guys think it's gonna deliver or no? Let's see. Come on, more than Rust. There's 16 of you here. 16. Come on, right in the chat. Let's go, baby. Let's. Do you think it's gonna deliver? You don't have to feel ashamed. You can be wrong. Okay, no. Okay. Bet. Looks okay, Deji. It's gonna deliver because the move into the zone is slow. I'm new here. I'm afraid. Hey, Lost in Boston. I love the name. Don't be afraid. We don't judge anyone. We don't judge anyone, okay? But as always, right? As always. Hey, Callisto Capital, welcome to the live stream. This is the first message from you, no? I love it. Looks nice. Hey, I love it, man. I meant yes. Oh, man. I do see something that's forming. I'm afraid that if I mention it, it's gonna be too, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, tapping the 50 over and over again. I mean, Oh, we have the price action set at 300. This is way too fast. Hold on. So another 50, another... It went... what are you looking for? SNDR? Yeah, SNDR. That was the SNDR. Now I'm looking at the MM. Rumi, welcome to the live stream, brother. Welcome. Currently, yeah, we're on the 1 minute. We have 1, 2, 3 swings, 3 swings to the upside. With us now trading higher. No protected lows or highs are being broken. But this is, yeah, this is beginning to come to the end of the session. But overall, the MM looks nice. The MM looks really nice. I must admit, yeah, the volume is slowing down now. You see how the candles aren't moving anymore? Yeah. So we are going to go to the next day and we're going to check as to what happened in the New York. I can already see what happened. Ah, crazy. So traded up above. This was open. Yeah, this is, yeah, 16 o'clock. So this was open, traded up above that, and traded back into the range, like it always does, right? And now the second sweep. You know the high that put in that first sweep, right? And put in a low and then put in another high. That low that put in the high of the second sweep usually gets swept. And we have like multiple occurrences of this throughout this live stream as well. Oh, it's getting messy over here. But I do see something though. I do see something. Do you guys see it as well? Is the question. Do you guys see it as well? Let me see in the chat. Come on. Do you guys see what I see? Or is it just me? Higher time frame MMS3. Exactly. So we are going to be using the higher time frame here, right? I'm obviously going to wait for price action to I don't want to go directly on. This is 8:30 though. 7:30, sorry. This is 7:30. I don't think this is right. I don't think that, yeah, this is not market open yet. So I'm gonna have to go a couple of hours into the future, which sucks. Oh wait, but there was volume. Okay. Whatever. With that MM sweep, I thought there was no. Okay, never mind that, guys. I'm sorry. Since it does say 7:30, I thought, okay, maybe we're just. It's UTC -6. Okay, it makes sense now. So this is market open. It did sweep and it did deliver flawlessly. And you know the second sweep, the one that we talked about, right? What did it sweep? The high that it delivered, right? Perfectly. I was just a little bit confused since it was saying 7:30, so never mind that. Otherwise, hell, damn, what a nice move. Let me see if there's a potential long. It does still seem like it wants to go short. Let me see where the protected. Yeah, so this is the high. 20,000. How do you know that is an MM? Interesting question, Rumi. How do I know that it's an MM? Where is show all? So if we just dial back and go on to the 5 minute, we have 1 tap, 2 tap, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had the 50. This was where we took the long. 7, right? All of these tabs, and then we finally came to sweep that low. All of these tabs, it's essentially like a support and resistance area, right? A more of a refined one, but you get the point. You get the point. The protected high is all the way up here. Yeah, judging by the closure down below, this is the protected high up above, which I'm looking for to be closed up above for any bullish price action. Otherwise, I could still deem this price action bearish. Perfect. With this flip on the lower time frame, but the box, is that a sweep? No, the 5. But the box, is that a sweep? Yeah, it is. It swept on the 5 minute. This is the first time that we swept that box. That box. So that's the swing. So we have 1, 2. I do have a video dedicated for this. And on the 5 minute, we swept it and delivered. And I do have a video on this. Is that a swing? Yeah. It is. It is a swing on the 5 minute. Look, this is the 5 minute. It's a perfect swing on the 5 minute. You see? Perfect. And then bam. Oh, this is a nice looking reversal though. Yeah, we do have a reversal here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 swings. We are tapping into a higher time frame swing. This is the second swing, right? And if you look, this was the first one. This was the reversal that we took the S&DR on yesterday, right? And then we came, actually, as a matter of fact, this is the second swing. I'm lying because it's just above. This is the second swing, and now this is the third swing in that PA. Right, these are all the swings. So 1, 2, 3 swings coming lower. So tapping that 50 of that swing, it could still mean what? Right? A reversal and a trade lower. It doesn't have to mean that we're gonna go and sweep any highs. Right? First we have to get up above that high. That's what I want to get up above. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen at 9:30, because if I messed up the times, oh yeah, with that being the third swing, that MM sweep literally gave you the S&DR trade, right? Literally, it sponsored the move into your S&DR. Okay, so we are currently going lower. Let me see if there's a higher time frame closure. So there is a closure on the 5 and the 15. And it does belong to the 5 minute. So one question, this now being the fourth swing, would you guys be taking the short? Is it long until proven wrong and short until proven... Skip? Okay, skip. Anyone else? Are you guys skipping, or are you guys taking the zone? Judging that we aren't really tapping into anything on the left. Right, the MM delivered itself. The higher time frame is still bearish. Let me see. Come on, would you guys be taking a short here or nah? I don't want Rust only to but yeah, don't be afraid to be wrong, because this is a place to be wrong at. Where if not in backtesting, right? Do you want to be wrong in live trading, or do you want to be wrong in backtesting? This is such a valuable stream, right? More valuable than the live trades themselves. This does look like a good short. It's on the fourth swing, right? On the 5 minute. Ooh. Oh, look at not a valid zone. Okay, Rumi, I get that. Okay, we have not a valid zone, and we do have that rounding too. But that rounding after that sweep lower. Interesting. So let's play price and let's see what's gonna happen, right? It is not a valid zone. Cool. Okay. Still ranging on top of that zone. This is the 1 minute. Well, yeah. Okay, deliver the 1-to-1. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and mark out. Why did you might swing count in case? Exactly, that's what I said. Fourth swing, and I asked, would you be taking that zone? Would you be taking that zone? And I said, fourth swing. We counted the swings, right? There's 1, 2, 3, and now that's 4. It's a lower probability zone. And we also have that, yeah, that V shape into that entry. I would have been shitting bricks if I was actually taking that entry, because it's literally telling you, yo, bro, price is going higher. Yeah. Exactly, Rust. For example, this one would have been a good one that you could have taken. I mean, I can go, hold on. I wanted to take a loss. You know, I don't know how to show you guys losses if not actually taking them, you know. It's a fourth swing. What do I say about the fourth swings? I don't take them at all. On live trades, if you see me take a fourth swing on live trading, if you like see me breaking rules, make sure to call me out, because I do have the responsibility of then taking a 150 backtested trades, right? That's my responsibility, because I broke a rule. You don't take the trade in the direction of the trend. I take the trade whenever there's, so let me give you an example, right? Whenever there's 3 swings, right? 3 or less swings, I take the trade in the direction of the trade, in the direction of the trend. Whenever there's more than 3, right? Whenever there's 4th, I only take directions in the other direction, right? So if it's bearish and there's 3 and more swings, I take bullish trades, like longs. And if there's, like for example here, we had that first swing, which obviously delivered. That second swing, which the S&DR would have been over here, which delivered. That third swing, S&DR, which delivered. All of these trades I would have taken. Right? These are all the trades that I would have taken in the direction of the trend. Now what I'm looking at is the direction opposing to the trend. Right? If there's shorts being presented, I sadly cannot take them. But I hope you guys do realize exactly what I'm getting at here. If not, ask questions, ask away. Like I'm here to answer them. Yeah, just moving sideways. I mean, if you guys have a barcode scanner by chance at home. No, I'm kidding, I'm playing. This zone is looking hella delicious. But yeah, looks like we are gonna head lower. Oh, as I said that. With us trading lower, this obviously does become a higher time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth swing, and the protected high is gonna be over here. This is now the protected high. So on the fifth swing, I'm gonna, yeah, this is the S&DR. And do you only trade untapped zones? Exactly. I trade unmitigated zones, like this zone, right? Like this zone, for example. But this is what, the fifth Now, 5th swing. Look. Like, please don't deliver. I don't know. Let's so this wouldn't be by rules, right? It's a perfect zone. It looks so nice, and it's in the direction of the higher time frame. It's just sad because I can't take it because it's the 5th swing, and this is what I'm sometimes faced with in live trading. I see a perfect zone like this, with a higher time frame closure and everything, and I can't take it. Now, why can't I take it? Because it's not with rules. It's discipline, right? I'm staying true to my rules. I'm not trying to break my rules. Yo, Levent, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, this is such a chill song, man. I love it. Let's yeah, this is the higher time frame swing, and yeah, I am sometimes faced with the reality of a really nice trade presenting itself and then just, yeah, delivering in front of my eyes. Oh wait, isn't the, yeah, so this would be the end of my session, wouldn't it? Because the market open was on 7:30, so now market close is on 2 p.m. So, to the next session, baby. Let's see what happens. Okay, I can already. You see, that's exactly what I'm faced with. And yeah, sometimes it happens. Yeah, sometimes I see a trade perfectly deliver into my direction, and it's just not by my rules, and that's discipline. I don't take it, right? We're gonna do a couple more days. Yeah, let's do like 2 more days. What do you guys say? Oh, this zone beginning. I got a jet. I like it here. I'll definitely be back. Hey, next week I'm gonna be giving away another month of free ForexTester, so make sure to tune in. Okay. Hey, have a good one. Okay. I do see something forming here. I do see something forming here on this SNDR. Would you guys care to guess what it is? It's an MM, right? It's an MM. Unfortunately, always an MM. Yeah, just yeah, on market open. Let's just see what's happening. So we have a double bottom down here, right? We have a double bottom. We have a high here that we have to trade up above. This is the 6th swing, which is interesting to say the least. We have the 6th swing, currently tapping into an MM multiple times. This is M1, if I'm not mistaken. It is. Let me see if this. So SNDR is the little swing before the break of a bigger swing. Yes, correcto. So the SNDR, I did make a video yesterday. I made a video backtesting this, right? So you have the last upswing before a break of a low, right? That low. That's the previous low in a downtrend. That's the last upswing, tapped and delivered. Right? But just make sure that you're also following the rules when it comes to that. And that SNDR now turned into an MM. What's an MM? Zone with multiple mitigations. Now, I do have a video on that too. Let me see. Is there... so there's an MM here too that could potentially give you a rejection, right? A rejection higher. So what could happen here is that low being swept, it taps something here and then go higher, possibly tapping that and going lower. Let's see. So essentially what you could have done here is something like this, right? Yeah, that seems totally fine. Like, this is something that you could do with the sweep, especially on New York Open. Whenever there's New York Open, there's an sweep. I can guarantee you that whenever a New York session opens, like 99% of the time, there's an being swept, just like that. So what you can do here, right, is essentially trade the previous candle high, like this. You don't have to do okay, this is not script. Yeah, that's essentially what you can do whenever there's, yeah, I don't know, maybe it's the London lower Asia, whatever. I don't keep track, but damn. 1.5 hour maybe. Oh yeah, 1.5 hour, right on the tick. Nice one. And I'm telling you, like, MMs, baby. On New York Open. That's New York Open. And this is not the first time I'm saying this. This is not the first occurrence. So let me see. So we have the sweep of that higher Would I be looking for a short now? Yes. Where from? A POI. Do we have a POI? We don't, but let's see lower time frame structure. Yeah, so no entry presented just yet. Let's see if we do have a POI, maybe the 70. But overall, we are tapping the previous swing, right? So we are tapping the previous swing. Essentially, you could have taken the previous candles low, like this, and targeted 1 hour, 1.5. What would you guys like to target? 1 hour. And this is a counter trend short, by the way. So whenever you're counter trend, make sure to align yourself, you know, taking less R. So let's move our stops a bit higher. I'm fine with 1. Yeah, it's a counter trend, right? So we have to respect it. So let's just align. Yeah, this is still the valid entry. Let's align ourselves. Currently trading lower, and bam. Right? 1 hour. Let's see if it can. I do see us coming lower though. I do see us coming lower. But yeah, tapping the 50 as a POI. We waited for the entry. This was still the highest closing bullish candle, as I'm talking about always, right? The highest closing. Yeah, this goes up above, but this was a wick that it had to close up above. So this was realistically the entry that she took, and bam. I don't have anything to add to this. I literally don't have anything to add to this. It works so well, even at the bottom of the range with a counter trend. A counter trend move we just took, by the way. A counter trend move. So what's happening on the lower time frame now? We are currently sweeping that low. Yeah, tapping the 50, going higher. Okay, cool. I do see us tapping inside this zone because it is an SNDR. At the end of the day, we did mark out that swing high as the high that it has to close up above to validate any bullish momentum, right? That's the protected high on the 15-minute. And there's a double bottom, right? So obviously there is a change of character. Is this the 1 minute? No, it isn't. Okay. I swear. The mosquitoes, man. Well, there's an sweep here too. I'm not really interested in shorting. I'm interesting to long this, honestly, but let's go to the 1 minute. Let's see how this zone looks. Okay, we have this. Perfect. We have this high. Did it already? I mean, say what you want, right? It's the same principle, a 1-to-1, a simple 1-to-1 that you have to take. It's the same principle. I just may have missed the entire entry. Oh my god. It's getting harder and harder to spot entries as time goes on. This is 3 hours into the backtesting. But yeah, I do still have that long down below. Look, it delivered 1.5 easily. A counter trend, right? A counter trend. But of course, the POI there would have been that 50. Would have? No, it wouldn't. Never mind. Hey, Deji, it's not done yet. It's not done yet. We still have energy. An SNDR here that's already mitigated. So for example, I'm Rumi. If you're still here, I wouldn't take this. Right? This is an SNDR that's already mitigated. Right? I'm waiting for a possible. I didn't hear no bell. Yep. But yeah, this is an example of a zone that I don't take. So this is the protected low over there. Currently really extended in price. Let me see. Okay. Just to make it a little bit easier for myself. Yeah, okay. I do see a potential higher time frame pullback coming from here. And we have swept that higher, well, that MM. So that second sweep can still come to sweep that low, right? So that low has been traded through. We still have that origin, right? This is the flip now. We have swept that low. Hey Rumi, I hope you caught that. The SNDR, right? The example of what I wouldn't take. Right? I'm only taking zones that don't have mitigation to it. But I do see a bounce here. Oh, this is a higher time frame move. Okay. So essentially, I'm just looking for us to get inside of that previous range, right? Let me move this. I'm looking for us to get inside of that range, right? So the 30-50 and the 70. Let's see on the lower time frame. Let's open up a limit. Oh, it just missed us. It did flip here, but why not take the first mitigation? What do you mean about the first mitigation? So, oh yeah, the no closure up above that high. So if I look, there is, yeah, it wasn't an SNDR yet. So what I'm looking for here is a closure. Oh my god, that's miles away. A closure up above that high. It wicked up above, right? It wicked up above, and it technically wasn't an SNDR yet. That's why we didn't take it. Right? That's exactly, yeah, and otherwise I would. Yeah, no closure. Yeah, that's exactly why it... And this is just going without me. It has closed up above that previous protected high and is now flipped. This is now flipped. Yo, Rumi, you were there at in 2024, right? If I'm not mistaken, when I first started out. Got that missed by a few ticks. Yeah, one tick higher and I would have taken it. Literally one tick higher. So that was the unmitigated flip. I think this is the end of the session, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the end of the session, by the way. So I'm gonna go to the New York, and it has delivered. Okay, that unmitigated flip, it has delivered. Oh, interesting. So let's make this our final day, right? Let's make this our final day. Because even I am getting a little bit foggy. So I hope you're not gonna be mad at me. We still have that zone down, that zone down below for a potential mitigation. So the mitigation, why is it not the new SNDR? So the mitigation, why is it not the new SNDR? So you mean that zone, Rumi? That zone is not the SNDR because it's below, it's above the high. Hey, lovely. We were possibly trading this PA together. Look, Rumi, I'm gonna give you this, and you can screenshot it and annotate it. Okay, make sure to screenshot this. So yeah, tell me what's bothering you. Okay. But I'm gonna go to this final day of PA. Currently, oh, interesting. So we have 1, 2 swings. Now swept that. This is the second swing, and of course the fib is upside down. Oh, we're tapping the 50. Cool, perfect. So what do we expect with the second swing? A tap of the 50 and a delivery of a 1-to-1, right? So on stream somebody asked me, how can you be so confident, right? Look at this second swing tap, and I bet you this is gonna deliver a 1-to-1. I bet you. So let's go to the lower time frame, possibly find an entry. We have this protected high up above. We have market open. Now let's see this go through that high. Okay, so this went through the high. There's a body closure up above. Now there's two zones. You have the fractal, and you have the little, well, both the zones are correct zones. There's no wrong zone here, right? There's no wrong zone here. You can take the fractal, or you can take the big one. Now it just matters, it's wrong if you haven't backtested it. That's the only part that, you know. Oh, by the way, it has delivered. If you haven't backtested it, every zone is wrong, okay? So make sure to do your backtest, right? Bars. I'm gonna take the last up move here. Okay, so we are creating higher highs and higher lows. Now with that second swing being in place, there's a little fractal that you can call an SNDR. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Well, exactly what we're gonna do is place a buy limit on that SNDR, which is the second swing. We are bullish, reacting from the second swing, and we have an SNDR on the second swing. So perfect, we are in an entry, and it just so looks like we're gonna be out. Okay. And you know, when you're trading with the trend, of course you can get more than 1 hour. I'm not saying that you need to only take 1 hour. Look, when you're trading with the trend, of course, right? So let me just you can take this order down below too. It's gonna probably be a counter trend move, right? Oh, this guy. So look. Judging by the momentum coming inside of this area, yeah, you can still have a limit here. But damn, is that a move and a half, right? Delivered flawlessly. I don't have anything to comment on this PA. This is such beautiful PA. I love this. Oh my god. Oh my god. If only PA was as this nice every single day. I'm trying. We're currently at 60 grand. We started at 52, 700, something like that. And we are at 60 grand right now. Oh, I totally forgot to mention the up above. It doesn't matter, right? We had trades either way. But essentially you were tapping the 50 and then you were tapping the 50 of the SNDR, swept the gave an entry, a perfect short by the way, to go lower. 1.5, right? 1.5. And we're currently just ranging. Yo guys, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. Is the fractal the same as the order? Oh, I wouldn't know. It doesn't usually correlate, right? A fractal is essentially a zone on the lower time frame, right? What's a zone on the lower time frame, right? It can be hidden inside of a move. Let me show you a good fractal. Right, look at this. This is price. This is a fractal over here. So price made its way down and up and then down and then up and then down, right? It's still a swing. It's a swing on a lower time frame. That's essentially what a fractal is, okay? Oh, and trust me, if you would have been stoned by Dave asking that question. Yo, what's a fractal? Yeah. Yeah, no worries, Romeo, no worries. Currently trading up above that high. Yeah, I know. And this is also a sweep of an and this is good because now you just see the power, right? Look at this, 1 2 3 4 taps and it has swept. Are we gonna take an entry here? Are we or are we not? They would pause the music instantly. Yup. He would be like, oh. No, okay, interesting. I do have us trading from here though. We are wicking. Oh, we are not. Okay, perfect. But yeah, essentially you could play a short here. We had a short up above here, but definitely a 1 hour short could deliver here easily, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna do it for the audience. I think it's a viable short. Because we got that SNDR all the way down here, right? I was looking at that SNDR, I was like, okay, yeah. We still have some room to breathe. Okay, so that 1 hour delivered. Let me see how much. Yeah, 1.5 hour delivered. So easily you could have shorted to the 50 of the SNDR, right? To the unmitigated area. That's your target essentially. And the SNDR is gonna deliver? maybe that would essentially be the second swing SNDR inside this whole. Yeah, I know it may seem confusing. So this is the first, this is the second, and this would be the third after it trades up above. Now, why did I take this as the second swing? Because it was, until it got swept and tapped the origin and traded higher. It all starts making sense, I promise. So yeah, we did trade up above that high now. Sorry, up above. We did deliver that that SNDR. So I hope you guys had fun today. It was a really interesting session, honestly. But let me just go over the analytics real quick. We had an 83% win rate over 30 trades. Okay. Cool. What was that? June? Was it? It was June. Let me just go and take a look at June. Oh wow. Oh wow. So here you have it, folks. This is June for you. I know that these results are probably not a good representation of what you can achieve in live trading. Make sure to always have some headroom, like at least 5%, 10% of win rate. Lower it when you're trading live, because there's always those factors of your mind, your psychology. Of course that comes into play. So let me just tell you guys, this stream was sponsored by ForexTester. Okay, just to tell you guys, if you enjoyed this live stream, make sure, and if you like the platform that I was using, it was ForexTester, and you can use code Benchina in the link in the description below. You can use the link in the description below to get yourself this platform. It's incredible, especially the Pro. I love it, right? I absolutely love it, and I have been using it since. So yeah, Scamchina. You guys got me, but today was a good day. Thank you guys all for coming. Next week, same time, we're gonna be giving away another month of free ForexTester. So using the link in the description, code Benchina, you can get yourself ever since I started following you. Thanks, bro. Take care. Hey guys, follow your rules and take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the live market session. So thank you guys for coming. Okay. W's in chat. Bye bye. Make sure to like.